Yet another Japanese woman is speaking out about the issues that migration is causing for the people of Japan. We'll get right back to her and her video statement, but first a quick refresher, because just around 1 month ago, we discussed a different Japanese woman who similarly spoke out about the flood of Pakistani migrants coming over to Japan, and how she said that they were illegally occupying an area of around 72 buildings in Ibetsu City in Hokkaido. Many people in Japan also corroborated this, but funny enough, there were some angry people coming to my comment section a few days after that video was posted, all with the same long copy pasta, accusing it of being fake news, which again directly conflicts with the massive amount of testimonies that we're having from people living in Japan experiencing this stuff. And furthermore, we of course also already have a ton of evidence of this exact same thing occurring throughout Europe, where massive amounts of migrants come over, the citizens living in these countries speak out about the issues that it's causing them, and the proponents of the migration deny the issues. And eventually the backlash and the public awareness of these issues reaches a critical mass where the proponents can no longer deny that it's happening, and they suddenly shift the goalposts to, okay, it's happening, but here's why it's a good thing. Now, that's not to say that I just blindly believe everything on the internet either. Obviously, even when I see videos like this, I'm still skeptical. But like I said, there's so much evidence of this stuff already occurring throughout Europe, and we are seeing it proliferate in Japan as well, that ultimately, even when remaining skeptical, they still present a more compelling argument versus the people that are proponents of these policies, whether they're random accounts online or the corporate press at various outlets who, on top of being disgraced and not credible, also openly advocate for mass migration, so of course they're biased. With all of that prefaced, that takes us back to the current clip that's going around, captioned, "A Japanese lady responded to people asking her about Muslims constantly complaining about Japan."
日本で文句をまき散らしているムスリムの人を自国に住んでいるムスリムの人はどう思っていますかと問いかける動画です。To all Muslims living in Japan, my name is Jirai-chan. I'm a Japanese influencer living in Japan. First of all, I want to make one thing clear. I don't hate foreigners or Muslims. Please understand that this is not about disliking anyone because of their religion or nationality. Recently, there have been some Muslims living in Japan who have criticized Japanese culture. For example, some people say that people shouldn't eat pork in Japan, or ask people to keep their dogs quiet while they are working because they are praying. When things like this happen, a lot of Japanese people feel frustrated and angry. Personally, I believe that when you move to another country, it's important to respect the culture and values of the country you choose to live in. For example, if I move to a country where the majority of people are Muslim, I would respect their culture. In the same way, if you choose to live in Japan, I believe it's important to respect Japanese culture and the way people live here. So I want to ask Muslims who live in countries where Islam is the majority religion, do you think my way of thinking is wrong? I'm not saying I hate Muslims. I'm saying that I don't want to be told that we have to change our culture and values in our own country to accommodate someone else's beliefs. How do you feel about what I'm saying? Thank you.
Yeah, so let's just get this out of the way. She's obviously very nice lady. And I think I've been pretty nice covering this stuff too. Like I said, I point out that it's reasonable to be skeptical of some of the claims that are going around, but I take a look at the actual evidence that we have. That's all pretty nice and respectful stuff. And the sad thing is, whether it's her, myself, or you watching this video, that doesn't stop us from getting hate simply for talking about what's going on and respectfully criticizing some of the stuff that's going on. Apparently that warrants us getting all kinds of threats and defamation and whatever else, you know. How dare you talk about this? You're not allowed to. You just need to be quiet and accept it. Now, that aside, though, let's talk about what she said here. So, the audacity, bro. The audacity is crazy. Migrants coming to her country and then demanding that they change their culture for the migrants. Like, how could you be so egotistical? Oh yeah, the world just revolves around you. Everyone's got to bend to your will. Could you imagine if it was reversed? What if she went to a country that has Sharia law and she started demanding that they change things for her? Dude, it would literally be over. I can't even say the stuff that you know would happen to her if she did that. Anyways, I'll leave it there. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one.